Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and as long as I've been alive, I've been a Disney movie fan. Ever since early childhood, all the way up through my teens, it's in large part thanks to Disney films that I was assured that I wanted to look into being, or becoming rather, an animator or a cartoonist, something along those lines. And even though writing eventually took over that creative passion when I realized, cartooning wasn't going to work, I still always loved Disney films, the pinnacle and peak of which for me was 1992's Aladdin. Now, this was a movie that just astounded me. It was lively, it was raucous, it was fun, action, adventure, romance, had a little bit of everything, had Robin Williams voicing the genie, who essentially was a childhood icon to me as far as comedy goes with Mork and Mindy and things like that. And there were two straight-to-video sequels. Now, if you've ever seen the second one, the immediate follow-up, Return of Jafar, I can see how you might be turned off from it and feel like it's a lost cause to ever look any further than that. And I think that's a real travesty because once you get around to the third one, the one that rounds out the actual movie trilogy, which is called, as the video suggests, Aladdin and the King of Thieves, this movie really brings it all back to the charm and wit and just beauty and awe that was that first Aladdin film. The second one is definitely a disappointment. No holds barred, I'll say that right off the bat. But that's going to make you miss out on this one because you probably will figure it's a lost cause as well. And it's really not. We basically have Robin Williams returning to voice the genie in this one after he had taken a step aside for a little while because of differences with Disney. And once the head of the company had changed and he was issued a formal apology, he was asked back and he gladly reciprocated by returning to the role that, as far as I'm concerned, he made famous and made me love that initial movie. Now, this particular movie is actually, as I say, the third chapter in the trilogy. And for me, they went above and beyond. I mean, whereas in the second film, the songs really weren't catchy and really kind of sucked. The songs are catchy again, and the voice acting is spot on again. The animation is as beautiful as the original. I think they really went back to the drawing board to recapture the essence of the original Aladdin with this film. And they add that much more depth and awe and wonder to it because you end up having a story where it basically begins with Aladdin and Jasmine, that great couple. They're about to be married, and it's interrupted by the King of Thieves, the King of the 40 Thieves. And he's essentially after a baton that houses a magical oracle because what he wants is to find out the location of this wandering isle, this mysterious island that comes and goes. It's never in the same place twice, and it houses this sort of MacGuffin called the Hand of Midas. This is a golden fist that if it touches anything, whatever it touches will become solid gold. It has sunk ships. It has, driven criminals and thieves mad with lust and, sort of avarice. And he desperately wants it. And there ends up being a whole backstory to do with how he left his family, and he was seeking riches and fortune to basically take care of them, but he got lost, for many years. And this coincides with the Oracle telling Aladdin that his father is very much alive, who he believed to be no longer living. And there's a lot of an aspect of reuniting with father and son. There's also a lot of just absolutely insane, laugh-out-loud, gut-busting comedy from Robin Williams with pop culture references, impressions, things like that, as he's trying to keep all of the loose lines together and keep Aladdin and Jasmine, coming together at the end of the film. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece that I feel like is largely overlooked, that people would see that second one and just be like, wow, they got to stop making these. And I think this one brings it all back home as far as being well worth the watch and experience. So that's pretty much all I have to say on this one. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. If you love the Aladdin films or the original film, what is your estimation of this particular one? Will you be checking it out? Otherwise, I'll catch you later. Peace.